Hello everybody, my name's Kanai. Welcome back to the unboxing, but a quick disclaimer first. Sorry if my hands are a bit weird in this video. I burned my hands on soup last night as of recording this, but I gotta get the Makima video done. They're feeling better, don't worry, I'm fine. If I'm just sloppy, that's why. But anyways, today we are taking a look at a figure I've been honestly pretty heavily anticipated for, especially since it's been part of one of my favorite Figuarts lines that they've been doing. You can't see any of them in the shot right now, but they line the box wall proudly. I'm glad to have the ones that I do. So today, why don't we take a look at what might be the final figure in the SH Figuarts Chainsaw Man line. Hopefully not, though. The SH Figuarts Makima. Okay. Yeah. They had to do a Makima, yeah. She's one of the most important characters in Chainsaw Man Part 1. They had to do her. If you know, you know. She is very much a high priority character, and I'm glad that they did her. I don't think Figma's done a Makima. They've done an Aki Ayakawa, which Bandai hasn't done, because fuck you. But hopefully they'll do an Aki, like, I don't know, when the movie comes out. I hope they do more figures for the movie, because the movie's covering some of my favorite parts of the source material. But anyways, here we have the SH Figuarts Makima right in her box, doing the standard SH Figuarts box thing for this line, in that it is themed around one of the volume artworks. In this specific instance, color-wise, it is based around volume 10. That's Makima's cover, mainly. And yeah, it works. It makes sense. She's not in the pose that she is in that. That would have been an extra layer, but I get why it's not, because Volume 10 is not covered by the anime, and this line's been mainly based around the Mappa anime. I think they even... Yeah, they say Mappa on the back of the box right there. So these are primarily taking inspiration from Mappa's work on the series, which means they can't really do much with the rest of Part 1 or even Part 2 yet, at least until those get adapted. But they do some fun things, because fuck, Jesus Christ. Anyways, as you know, this is the usual SH Figuarts Chainsaw Man aesthetic, with the name of the figure down here in the Chainsaw Man cover font, and the English name right there, a window to look at the figure, as well as an image of the figure right here with that nice paint splotching behind it. SH Figuarts Makima. I think that might just say Chainsaw Man. Yeah, that just says Chainsaw Man, and then it says the character's name, and then the character's name is right there. But yeah, Mappa, Tamashii Nations, Bandai, Seal Quality Bandai Namco. The top has a little bit more of that window, and it just says Makima and SH Figuarts. Bottom has legal information, image of Makima with her coat on, Makima SH Figuarts. This side has the SH Figuarts quote right there. It says Makima SH Figuarts. This side has Makima... Fuck you. I didn't look enough at the box before doing the unboxing. Yeah, it has SH Figuarts, Makima, and Makima going, fuck you. Yeah, there it is. There's volume 10. Anyways, the back has a bunch of the promotional images. Makima, her doing the hand squelch pose from, I think, episode 9 of the series? The start of the Katana Man arc. Yeah, we got a bunch of promotional images, which are unfortunately covered up a little bit by the import sticker. Bandai, please be a bit better about that next time. Whatever, simple style heroic action, shows a bunch of the faces, shows her in a bunch of different poses, shows her with those on the ground legs that she comes with, which we'll get to. But yeah, that's a SHF Makima's box, but I know you're not here just to look at a goddamn box. You're here to look at me take a thing out of the box. Take a goddamn thing out of the box. So let's do an unbox. There we go. Tape has been undone. Let me wiggle my finger under there. Pull it out, and we get a bit of that nice instructional stuff, showing you how to deal with the legs, all the different hands you come with, all that usual stuff. And there's the figure in its little plastic wrap. That's a lot of hands. But yeah, let's take a nice quick dive, drive-in dive into this figure. Sorry, just trying to be careful with my burned hands. I'm doing fine. Whoop. Ah, no hands. Ah. Jesus, they're all jumbled up now because I am in a great state physically. Which hand is this? I am blind. What hand is this? What the hell? Where did its other hand go then? Whatever. We will deal. Yeah, let's take a look at the hands first. So first off, we have... Oh, there it is. It went under. Okay. First off, we have this pair of hands right here, which is just nice and clasped together. This is very much that kind of machinational Makima pose. This fits very well with her character. I do really like it. She has her nails making her fingers slightly sharper. But yeah, otherwise these are for some fairly basic looking hands, but I mean, it fits for Makima. Next up, we have these outsplayed hands, which I believe are also used for the squelch. Are these the squelching? Let me check. No, these aren't. Are these? I think these might these might be. Yeah, these are the squelching. It looks like. But we have these outstretched hands. I believe for that, this finger's a bit jammed up. But usual outstretched hands, which have multiple uses, but also have yeah. Yeah, that's nice. And then we have these more relaxed hands. Always good to have, especially since she does have a lot of just more like chill, relaxed poses in the series. She doesn't like get up and do cool action all the time. She does sometimes, but like she's mostly down like in like an office or whatever. But yeah, nice relaxed hands. And then wait, no, these are the sculpting hands. Those are just outstretched hands. These are the hand sculpting hands. You can see the fingers are splayed upward to replicate that pose from the show when she was dealing with Katana Man's grunts. Yeah. Yeah. Good hands. Fairly basic. We have another basic set of hands a bit closer together. What the fuck did I do? Although that wasn't anything too important. Anyways, we have these normal relaxed hands. Always good to have. Nothing too crazy, though. These next pair of hands are my favorite, though. So, if you have seen the anime, these are primarily marketed as, outside of being pointer finger hands, as recreating the pose she does in the opening, where she's doing like the cinematic like aspect ratio hands. And that's a nice inclusion, but they didn't have to include it because it's part of this because it's part of the opening, and not a lot of times do you get stuff from the opening unless it's from the main show itself being included in stuff like this. For those of you who have read ahead, yeah, I'm really glad they found a little loophole to include these hands because, god damn it, this is one of the most impactful poses that Makima ever does in the series. So, this is just a great inclusion and shows how above and beyond the SH Figuarts Chainsaw Man team went for these figures. This has just been, like, straight up the best, like, collecting experience I've ever fucking had with a line. The only thing that sucks is that they haven't done an Aki, which, I mean, I don't know if they'll ever get around to it because it seems like the line's been cut off, which fuck Bandai for that if that's the case. I might get the Figma Aki. We'll see, but it shows just having these hands in here are just a symbol of how much this team has cared about getting just so much right about these Chainsaw Man figures. And I couldn't be gladder, because Chainsaw Man is just one of the best things ever written. But anyways, yep, both hands have a pointer finger so that you can do that pose. Final hand is a single episode reference, one a lot more direct, since it's part of the episodes that were adapted by Mappa. This is her lollipop hand. Looking nice and like burgundy for I forget which episode it is. I think episode 7. I want to say episode 7, where she gives Denji his first indirect kiss. Once again, very impactful moment from the series. Didn't have to be included, but a nice little inclusion nonetheless. But yeah, now let's look at some of these faces. They're fairly simple and reserved, and it's like she has this like simple, like, I guess like a surprised face, I guess it would be. And, like, they do her eyes pretty well. I kind of wish they were a bit more spirally. You can kind of see it, but I think that's just a mixture of, like, the problem with the adaptation color-wise and just the small scale. You can kind of see the spirals in her eyes, but, you know, yeah. She also has this open mouth face, which looks a bit awkward. I'm not super happy with it, but, you know, we live. We have this face, which I think is meant to pair with the opening hands, for specifically the opening, which once again, this is just an excuse to get those hands in there, but it's a nice, fun little inclusion that, again, just shows how good this line is and how much they care about, the designers care about putting into these figures. And finally, we have her smile, which is one of her best faces. You had to include something like this because, like, it just fits her character so fucking well. Yeah, Makima is such an interesting character. Fuck her, but, like, you know, she's such an interesting, well-written character. I'm sorry, I'm gushing about Chainsaw Man now because it's just so good. I love Chainsaw Man. You should read Chainsaw Man. Yeah. Anyways, on the legs. She includes these because they want her to do crouching down poses for, like, when she's talking down to Denji, but they didn't engineer it into the legs themselves, which would have been nice, but I can see kind of why. They wanted to have a little bit of that sculpt integrity. So they included these, which is a fine compromise. I'll live. But yeah, it's nice to see, and she includes a full pair of them. They're just static, but, you know, they look nice for the most part from what I've seen, and I'm sure people can make good use out of this for multiple different other poses. One of the most interesting inclusions in this accessory pile is this. A cloth goods jacket. Oh my god. I've been in the One Piece trenches dealing with all of their plastic capes, and same with Kamen Rider for the most part, that it's just, like, so good to get some cloth goods. And again, Chainsaw Man, they care too much. It's got bendy wire throughout the hem here. And from what I can tell, it fits fairly well on her. She does wear a decent amount, not, like, all the time, but, like, when she's out, or, like, especially in that her initial appearance, which I feel like makes this important to include. In her initial appearance, she has this jacket on when she meets Denji, so yeah, makes sense to include it. And yeah, it does kind of inflate the price a little bit, especially for something so small, which we'll get to. But again, they just went above and beyond with this SH Figuarts line, and I could not be happier with how it's turned out so far. If you're in the market for Chainsaw Man figures, SH Figuarts is the ones you should be going to first, because they just did such a good job. But now, let's pull her out of the case. Oh, that was just behind for her, like, braid. But yeah, here she is. Here is Makima. And, yeah, she is small. She is, like, the smallest one. But I do find that to be pretty interesting. Her hair feels a bit flat to me. I kind of wish it was a brighter red. Again, that's anime coloring problems. I'm picky about it. Her shoulders are well ranged. Whoa, okay. Hell yeah. Jesus Christ. Holy fuck, those shoulders. Legs, kick forward, kick back. Ha, funny reference. Do they go out? Well, this one does. Oh, that just popped out the ball socket. Are you gonna work for me going out? What the fuck? What the hell? Can she not? Oh, that kind of sucks. Might be an issue with my figure. Holy fuck. I'm looking at it. Yeah, that's weird, huh? Yeah. Anyways, I mean, I guess she doesn't do too much, like, crazy emotive posing. So it's fine enough, I guess. But yeah, that's disappointing, unfortunately. Maybe it's something that'll have to work out. I might need to get some hot water under it. I'll look at other reviews just to check. The clothes here look a bit awkward. I can see what they're doing, try to get that full flush look for it, but it's not working to the best of its ability. Anyways, but she has full torso. She has, like, single jointed elbows, but, like, they work well. She is sculpted properly. I don't want to sound weird, but like she does have her proper proportions that she has in the series. I feel like, I guess nerds will like that. I guess whatever. She does look accurate enough. I do like how she looks. But yeah, the feet look nice. They even still have a toe bend, which is awesome. But yeah, I do feel like for who she is, I do kind of wish there was a bit more articulation in these hips, but I'll live. I'll live with the limitations. I get it. It's probably for this leg swapping gimmick, but yeah, she's simple is the thing. A lot of these Chainsaw Man figures are very simple, just due to the nature of a majority of Fujimoto's designs in this series. Like he doesn't go like fucking bonkers about like going to, I mean, he does go bonkers when he wants to go bonkers with like devil designs. Chainsaw Man's awesome, can't you tell? But yeah, this does look like Makima. She does. That's Makima. Uh, yeah. I mean, there's just not much to say. I don't think. I kind of wish her hips had more articulation, more range to go outward. But I'll live. I'm not going to be putting her into too crazy of poses. I mean, she can do like walking poses. That sucks. That sucks. No shifting hips either. Damn. Yeah, that's an oversight, unfortunately. But yeah, this is, I guess, the worst of the SH Figuarts Chainsaw Man line. But again, outside of these really restrictive hips, yeah, this line has been great so far. I'm happy with this Makima. I'm probably giving it more leeway than it deserves, but I do think it's worth it if you like Chainsaw Man. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, though. I'm not going to go too much further into this. But yeah, yeah, if you get the chance, I do recommend this line. Even if you're not a Chainsaw Man fan, at least try to get the basic Chainsaw Man. That figure is outstanding. But yeah, this line is honestly a stunner, especially after getting it around the same time as the One Piece figures. Seeing like those being part of one of the biggest franchises in the world and having their issues, I'm like, okay, I can see what they're going for. I enjoyed it fine enough. I've got my issues, whatever. But then this Chainsaw Man comes out of the line, comes out of the woodworks, and they're just like, fuck you. This line's awesome. And yeah, it is. I hope you enjoyed though. But yeah, let me know what you think of this figure. Let me know what you think of Makima as a character, so I can see where you're at in the series. Leave that all in the comments below. Give me that engagement. It's always greatly appreciated. And I would like to show support real quick. Recently, as of the recording of this video, we reached 150 subscribers. I could see it going down theoretically after, like, recording this. But I gotta thank you all so much for all the support we've been getting. 150 subscribers is a bigger number than I thought would ever be possible for anyone to care about me and my stupid toy opinions. But we're here, aren't we? But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and all my videos. And I hope to see you in whatever may come next. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye!